Hello, I'm Tom, and I'm going to be showing you today cool little methods for glitch art, and this is the first one, which you can do using entirely Adobe After Effects stock plugins, and this is a method that I used for a lot of the early animations that made up my project, The Human System. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So the first thing you want to do, you want to make your project. Let's add a new shape layer in the background, and then we want to add a second shape layer, or a text layer actually, and you can really type anything. I'm going to say hello, and then if we make this a little bit bigger, no, stop that. Okay, so it says hello. Now this is a really simple method. You can really expand on this how you would want to. There's lots of different things you can do. But the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make these letters glitch a little bit. So if we go to Effects and Presets rather, and go to Immersive Video, you should see VR Digital Glitch, and we just drag that over. It gives us this like nice texture. But what we want is for this to move so that it looks like it's corrupting. And the way that we do that is with keyframes. So we can go to Effects down here, VR Digital Glitch. And what we want to change is the random seed, really. You can mess around with all this other stuff. This changes the way that it'll look. You can make yours really individual. I like to change up the distortion, so make it a little more, just change it up a little bit. I like to make the complexity a little bit higher as well. But what we're going to want to do is we want to put our first keyframe here at the start, and then move it to all the way to the end, and change that random seed to as high as it'll go. And then when we play it back, does this. Ooh, real cool. But this isn't the only way that you can, to really get the effect of the glitch that I have been using, there is another thing that you can do, which is, if we close this up, we put another, another shape layer. Let's put this over the top. And what we want to do is we want to go to Generate. Is it Generate? It's not Generate. Don't quote me. I want to go to Grid. I can't spell. We want to go to Grid. Generate. It wasn't Generate. We want to go to Generate Grid. And what we want to do is we want to make these really small. So you change the corners, make them about as small as they, oh my god, that's a little too small. About as small as they can go so that you're still getting some image behind it. And change this one as well. Maybe that's a little too big. We can change the border, take it down to 1. That's better. So then we can make these points really, really small. We want these as small as possible. Nope, that's I've gone too far. There's a nice middle zone here somewhere. There we go. And then we want to change that color to black. So this can give us a really nice, like, kind of pseudo CRT texture. It sort of mimics the technology of cathode ray tubes, and it just gives it a really nice effect, I think. And what we can then do is we can get even fancier, and we go back to Immersive Video, and we can go to Digital Glitch again, and we can do the same thing over again. and you can already see how it's sort of starting to distort this grid that we've made. So we take it down here, do the same thing as before, keyframe at the first second, and then all the way to the last, and we'll take it all the way to the top. And let's add like a little bit of noise maybe, put on some color noise even, ooh, noise strength, yeah, turn it up, yeah, some more distortion, yes please, let's take it on the z-axis, y-axis, let's turn it all the way up, let's make this glitch really glitchy, add a little color distortion, let's see what happens, you know, just, really at this point you can kind of do whatever you want. If we zoom out a little bit, and now let's see what that looks like. Ooh, very glitchy indeed. So yeah, this is just a method of making this glitch art that I've used in some of the animations. And yeah. In part 2, we are going to be going over how to digitally corrupt JPEGs by looking into their code. So stay tuned. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to part 2. So in this little segment, I'm going to show you how to visually corrupt an image by looking into the data that makes a digital image up. So what you need is really any image or any JPEG. I'm going to be using this nice little picture of a Mona Lisa. And what you have to do, if we move this over, so you can't see me anymore, you left click on the image and go open with, and go to other. And select all applications. Go down to whatever text editing software you have, and hit open. And you will get something like this. So this is the data that makes, these are the same thing. This is the data that makes up this image. And we're just gonna play around with this. So first thing you can do is if you go to edit and you go to find and replace. I'm not sure why that says sloppy. We can find, say you take any variable, say the letter A, and we replace it with the letter Z, and hit replace. So everywhere that there was an A, do it for all, sorry, my bad. Anywhere that there was an A, there is now a Z. And then if we save it, you can see that we have completely ruined this image. But it's a cool way of making glitch art. So, if we undo all of that, and we say let's take the letter B, replace it with the letter F. Do it for all of them. Give it a second, and then we save. You can see it's a little different. So each letter does something different in this code. Or we can go back and do something else. So that's really the long and the short of it, and you can really play around with this. You can change different variables. You can also take segments of code, take them out, and then just put them somewhere else, let's say. And let's save that. And it changed the color, as you can see. So this is just a really cool way of creating glitch art from already existing images. And yeah, have fun with this, and thank you for watching.